What's going on, people? Welcome back to Kurt Shaw TV, back with another live watch-along. Premier League action tonight, people. Wednesday night, not Champions League tonight, Premier League action. Arsenal go tomorrow in the Europa League, but tonight, Manchester United against Tottenham. Two of Arsenal's rivals, to be fair, so who do we really want to win? Is a draw the ideal result? Let me know in the comments. Who do you actually want to win and lose this game? Or do you think a draw would be the ideal result? Big up to each and every one of you in the chat. J Mystery, Nando's on pre-order. The Shawman said, Abby. Curtis said, open for a Spurs loss. Harry and Bruno, red cards. Game's not on Sky. It's on Amazon Prime, people, for anyone looking to find it. 1-1 draw, said J. Angelo. Omri's on Amazon. Can't go wrong with Thierry. You know, United win. Tottenham need humbling, and United will start dropping points soon. Anyway, I got to be honest. If I had to choose one team to win, I would choose United, and I agree with that. Well, I see missing a Big C stream is like missing breakfast. Just doesn't feel right, but I'm back. Big up yourself. It's got to be done, Wasim. Hope you're well, bro. Hope the power goes out. WF, I've got BT and Sky, no live game. What's the point? Like I said, bro, it's on Amazon Prime. A lot of you may have it. You get it free if you've got your Amazon delivery and all that stuff. Big up the sisters to see you, Nick. I have got the Liverpool game on as we're waiting for kickoff. Liverpool beating West Ham 1-0 at the moment. Darwin Núñez tonight, not Darwin Noodles, because he finished his chance tonight. So fair play to him. Odion said, my brother Big C, can I get a chicken royale and fries? Don't worry, man. 2 minutes, we'll get that sorted for you, man. WF, so it's Curtis in the house for me tonight. Big up, bro. Andrew, big up, Curtis. The Sheep are going for a free draw. For the sake of the stream, I would not mind a 3-3 draw. I can't lie, you know. It'd be entertaining for real. Hendon Guna, good evening, Kurt Shaw TV and all the C unit. Big up yourself, Hendon Guna. Hope you're well, bro. MD said Spurs are doing too well, so I hope they fall short tonight. I won't worry about Man United even if they win. I get you on that. Big up Kernos, said me there. Hey, big up, brother. Last King, big up Big C. Will you feel all right, Curtis, after saying the word Tottenham all evening? It's like a dirty word, isn't it? Even having their name on the screen and that. It's not the best, I can't lie. But anyway, kickoff's in about 8 minutes. Let's get into the team lineup. 6 minutes in and Big Ben scores. Jeez, is he bagged already, yeah? I see they gave him some gold boots to celebrate, and I think the gold writing on the back of his shirt to sort of celebrate. But that's what, you know, that's why he's the best in the world. Yeah, Benz, he scores. Although VAR apparently, have they disallowed it? I think VAR's disallowed it. But anyway, let's talk about the teams. Manchester United team tonight, people. David De Gea in goal. Back four, Dalot, Varane, Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw. Fred and Casemiro, double pivot. Those two have played together quite a few times for Brazil, so I'm sure they have an understanding of how to play. They've gone a bit more defensive. You know, they haven't played Eriksen. Gone with two defensive-minded midfielders to give them that little bit more solidarity in there. Bruno Fernandes in the 10, Anthony on the right, Jadon Sancho on the left, Marcus Rashford through the middle, Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench. You know, scored last week against Everton, didn't do well at the weekend against Newcastle and gets dropped. Are they actually a stronger team with Ronaldo out of it? You know, something that's not nice when you think about the career he's had, but, you know, they just want that energy from the front. Anthony, Sancho and Rashford through the middle. The Spurs team, Lloris in goal, Doherty, Davis, Diot, Romero, midfield three, Basuma, Højbjerg, Bentancur, Perisic, Son and Kane. Ish said your client up top. Yes, I may have said once or 10 times that I would take Marcus Rashford at Arsenal, but he starts up front for Man United tonight. So I would have said, looking at this now, I would have actually thought that it might have suited Ronaldo. Oh, Núñez. Oh, he's just hit the post. Left foot volley, it's the post. I would have thought Ronaldo might have suited this game up front more than Rashford in a sense, because I think Tottenham will sit back. I don't think they'll give great opportunities for Rashford to get in behind, where Ronaldo scored a hat-trick last year against Tottenham. So I think he, with the deliveries and stuff, but I think this manager just, he wants to probably move on from him moving forward. So interesting. Let's look at the two benchers quickly. Darwin Noodles is balling tonight. Yeah, goal, and he just hit the post. That West Ham defence is getting peppered, I can't lie. Man United bench. And again, sorry to bring this back to Arsenal as I always seem to do somehow. But, I mean, even this Man United bench is not great, but there's still a few players there, Heaton, Lindelof, Malacia, Ericsson, McTominay, Pellistri, Elanga, Garnacho, and Ronaldo. I mean, that's not actually a great bench, but, usually they would have had maybe Martial, maybe Van der Beek, a little bit more. Ronaldo is the obvious one. Ericsson, if they need a little bit more creativity in the midfield. Just a lost cause said Rashi is only good for counter-attacking teams. Nunes is better. I like Nunes, I've got to be honest. I know he's missed a lot of chances. But his movement and he looks good. He looks good. I do think he'll do well eventually. Curtis, these scum draw. We beat Southampton. I'm a happy camper. Listen, we'd take a draw. We'd be happy with a draw. Big up, Lays. Hope you're all well. But if a team had to win, like I said, I would favour Man United winning out of the two, if I'm being honest. The Spurs bench. I mean, their bench isn't great either. Fraser Forster, Jed Spence, Tenganga, Sanchez, Lenglet, Sessegnon, Skip, Bryan and Lucas. They don't have a lot there, especially in attack. Quite a few defenders, but not a great bench. I'm going to get it off my screen quick. It just doesn't even feel right having it on the screen, I can't lie. Both benches are stronger than ours. Yeah, I would say so. There are one or two game changers there. Marcus said, what are the odds on a Kane penalty? I think you'd get good odds on that. Very short odds, should I say. Ish said, Twanzebe FC. Yeah, I had to get it off the screen, man. It don't feel right. I can't lie. Leld said, Big C, how come Conte has started the exact team every game since the start of the season, but they don't look as knackered as us and they play in Champions League? Have they played the same team every game? I'm not sure. I know Basuma wasn't starting at the beginning of the season. I know he's come in. They were obviously playing maybe Kulusevski. There is a penalty check. A potential penalty for West Ham here. Jared Bowen fouled by Gomez. We could have a penalty here, people. We could have a penalty for West Ham. This is Martinelli really injured. Apparently he's got a cold. Don't think it's nothing really to worry about. Louis, big up, bro. He said, well, go on, Big C. Spurs getting smoked today and drop points. Yeah, let's see, man. Let's see. Ish said, hope Ivan Toney FC beat Chelsea. You know what? I actually didn't even realise. Are they playing tonight? Yeah. Brentford against Chelsea. 42 minutes gone. 0-0. Fair play. Ivan Toney winner we could do with there. Newcastle beating Everton 1-0. Almiron just before half-time. Southampton beating Bournemouth 1-0. Shea Adams. And Chelsea Brentford 0-0 at the moment. Is Aubameyang starting? No, he's not. They're playing Brozier up front instead. So that's interesting. Obviously, Man United Tottenham is the late kickoff. Kicks off in 2 minutes' time, people. So you've seen the teams. Get your score predictions in. They're still checking. The referee's actually looking at the screen to see whether he's going to give this penalty to West Ham. I think it's going to be given. He walks off. He's having a chat. What's he saying? I think he's given a penalty. Penalty to West Ham, people. Penalty to West Ham. Joe Gomez jumps high, takes out Jared Bowen, and it is a penalty to the Hammers. That's definitely interesting. Klopp does not look happy. The VAR check is complete, and West Ham end the stream, Dave says, Peter. West Ham have a penalty, people. West Ham have a penalty. Man United are out on the pitch. I'm running with the multi-screen tonight, people. So just bear with me. We're trying to do a little Jeff Shreves thing tonight, people. He said, how's that a pen? Looked a soft one, I can't lie. But he's kung fu fighting there, Joe Gomez. Why is he jumping so high? Man United game is about to kick off. So we're dealing with a multi-screen. In fact, we're underway. Jeez, what am I doing here? Man United is underway, people. Man United against Spurs. Multi-screen business tonight, people. We got the Jared Bowen misses the penalty. Can you believe it? Alisson dives the right way, saves it to his right-hand side. Poor penalty. Very casual. And Liverpool still lead. Jared Bowen, you mug. Awful penalty that was. And still 1-0 to Liverpool as we approach half-time. For those looking, people, the game is on Amazon Prime. For anybody wondering how to watch. You had one job, Jared Bowen, one job. It was a poor penalty. Tried to open up his body. Didn't get a lot of power in it. And Alisson guesses the right way. And he said, Big C, what result will do in our favour today? I think a draw would be ideal. Man United, Tottenham, a draw. Worst case scenario, I would prefer a Manchester United win. Because it would give us a 4-point gap on Tottenham on the same games. So I definitely don't want them to win. And they have won 4 of their last 5 games as well, where Man U have not been in as quite good a form. Lacazette could have scored that all day. One thing he was pretty decent at was penalties. I give him that credit. Well, just for the sake of the content, I don't want a 0-0 draw. I can't lie. I'd be happier with like a 3-3 draw or something, you know. Like I said, there are people putting streams in the comments. But as I said, the game is on Amazon Prime for anybody looking for somewhere to watch the game. Big up everyone tuned in. Really appreciate it. Like the video and subscribe. And let's see how we get on tonight, people. Lots of football on. And here are Tottenham on the ball. Tottenham playing a 3-man midfield today of Bentancur, Basuma and Højbjerg. They're in down the sides here. Tottenham crossing opportunity. Cleared away. Man United scramble it away. It's poor defending. United have to be careful here. And the ball is cleared. Spurs have started the better team. Dominating possession so far, people. Games on Amazon Prime. Jay Mystery, can you big up my son who turned 1 month today? New Gooner. Welcome to the world. Welcome to the world. And listen, I told you, you teach your kids good life lessons making them Gooners, man, because it ain't easy being a Gooner. I can't lie. Where is the Who Wins poll? All right, let's do it. You know me. I'm a man of the people. Let's get the poll up. What is the score? Well, not what's the score. Who's going to win? Let's get a poll up. It's always good to have a poll up. What's the result? Oh, apologies. Camera switched. Oh, it's done it. Hold on, give me a sec. Right, we should be back now. Apologies, people. I don't know why the microphone keeps chopping and changing. Sorry, apologies for that one, people. Ears are gone. Mash up the eardrum. Sorry, people. We should be back to normal now. Should be back to normal. Let me know in the comments. Are we back to normal? It's switched microphones for some reason. This is the new thing it's doing. Kitchen audio. Are we back to normal, people? Let me know. He's done it again. All good now. Big up. Apologies, people. Mash up your eardrums. I'm just making sure you're all awake, you know. Spurs on the attack down this right-hand side. Ball whipped in. Oh, just wide there from Bentancur. They look good on the counter-attack. And we got to be careful. Made me grind my teeth like Klopp. Apologies, but no, it's not even the mic, you know, it's the wire. I need another wire. You know, like with the old iPhone wires, after a while, when it's been at a certain angle, like it starts to go funny at that angle of the wire. So I'm going to have to get a new wire tomorrow. Hopefully it gets us through the stream today. Yeah, man. But we should be all right now, people. Should be all right. Man United on the attack, foul. Left-hand side. Jadon Sancho gets clattered on this left-hand side. It would have been a free kick, but he's offside, so it's not given. Although a draw would probably be better, I can't want for nothing more than Spurs catching all that smoke. I hear you. Listen, we want if someone's got to win, we want United to win. You know, Spurs are 4 points behind us. Nah, listen, man, I'm telling you, if I don't want them to win. I don't want them lot to win. We cook Nando's tonight, people. You're paying for my Booper ear appointment. Apologies, beer. Like I said, I'm just making sure you're all away. Yeah, electrical problems, man. Leeds. You know what I mean? It's happening to everyone at the moment. Aren't Tottenham playing 9 defenders? I mean, what? Doherty, Davis, Dyer, Romero. There's 4. They're playing Perisic wing back, so you could say 5. 2 DMs, really, in Basuma and Højbjerg. There's 7. So probably about 7 defensive players. Man United on the attack. Through ball looking for Rashford. Shot by Anthony. Deflected. Lloris. Oh, he fumbles it out wide. And it's a corner to Manchester United. Poor play there by Tottenham. Varane with the ball into Bruno. Oh, the dummy was immaculate into Fred. Destroys Bentancur. They hit him on the break. Tries to slip in Rashford. Comes out to Anthony, who shoots. It gets a deflection. And Lloris fumbles it wide. Corner to Man United. Going to be an interesting game. Is there any... Dyer nearly flicked it in. I don't know what Lloris is doing. United take it short. Fred, 25 yards out. Shoots. Tipped over the bar by Hugo Lloris. Decent strike. It was straight at him, to be fair. He needed to get it in the corners. Conte's a fraud. I mean, listen, as I always said with Conte, if they're winning, nobody will question that style of football. As soon as they start dropping points, it'll get annihilated because they're not playing good football. It's pure defend and counter-attack, you know. On behalf of all the Gooners, I can't go that far. I can't say come on United, but I would rather a draw. But if one's got to win, then yeah, may it be them. Big C, have you played eFootball 2023? If so, what are your thoughts? Nah. Is that the equivalent of what like Pro Evolution was? Is that the name of it now? I haven't played it at all. They're just showing you CR7 on the bench. Man's got an earring in. Like, just take the earring out, bro. I'm sure you'll be on at some stage. He doesn't look too happy, that is for sure. X is going in on Lloris. Yeah, man. He's fumbling everything. Bam Bam said, "See unit, I just see it's Claude's 60th. Happy birthday, the legend, man. Come on, man. Top guy. And, you know, he would have been proud of what Arsenal are doing at the moment, that's for sure. So, yeah, man, thoughts out to his family, of course, man. The legend, Claudiola. Granite Xhaka said, opened a couple of brewskis, got some Pringles. Arteta said, I'm on the bench tomorrow. This account is legendary, you know. Louis says 2-1 to United. Yeah, man, people bigging up Claude, of course, the legend. Ronaldo's going club straight away after. Ronaldo said, listen, bro, if you're putting me on the bench, don't even bring me on. I've got the earring on. Yeah, I've got the Louboutin on my feet. I'm not interested. Here come Tottenham, left-hand side. Perisic up against Dalot. Cuts inside, whips it in, headed away. And Tottenham retain possession. Basuma. It's just counter-attack. Pure counter-attack for Spurs. United will try and dominate the ball. They'll try and hit them on the break. That is for sure. Let's hope for a draw to help our title campaign. Yeah, of course. United win the ball back. Casemiro finds Jadon Sancho on this left-hand side. Really interested to see how Sancho does this season. You're talking about, people were saying one of the best young wingers in world football when they signed him. I feel like I look at him now as if he's just a steady winger. I don't look at him as if he's like a world beater. Is it the Premier League? Is it the style of play? What has caused it? He was unbelievable at Dortmund, and I don't get it. Is it the wrong club for him? I'm not sure. That Tottenham kit hurts my eyes. It's a horrible kit. I would say that anyway, but just the colour coordination with the yellow socks and that, man, it's a mess. Ish said Basuma would have been perfect. Yeah, we would have took him. I would have took him. Anthony shoots. Oh, clips the outside of the post. Tries to whip it in that far corner. He loves that shot, don't he? Cuts inside. Tried to bend it. I didn't even get excited. It looked like it was going about 2 yards wide. He gets so much curl on it. I think Lloris is beaten there. It clips the outside of the post and just goes wide. Madness. Probably the best opportunity of the game. Spurs get away with it so much there. They tried to play out from the edge of the box. Basuma had a heavy touch and somehow he got past the midfielder and was fouled. Very, very lucky. R1 and circle, man. FIFA settings, FIFA finesse. Tottenham on the ball, given away. And no, it goes out for a throw into Tottenham. Yeah, Bowen missed a penalty just on half-time. Poor penalty as well. Sancho's good, but you see the Bundesliga tax. The thing is, yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Because you think of, let's say Gundogan, top player since he's come over. Aubameyang did brilliant the first couple of years. Son came from the Bundesliga. Haaland, look what Haaland's doing at the moment. So there are players that have come from the Bundesliga and done bits in England in the past. Then you look at Sancho, you look at Timo Werner. I still don't think Havertz has really lived up to expectation. Kevin De Bruyne, as you said, probably the best midfielder. You could argue the best midfielder in world football. So there are situations where players have come from the Bundesliga and done really well. But then, on the flip side, some of them just haven't worked. So it is always a risk, I think, when you buy a player from that league. Bundesliga tax makes no sense. Son, Haaland, Gundogan, Leroy Sané was fantastic as well. Bobby Firmino, another one. I agree. I think Sancho's at the wrong club. I think if he went back to Man City, he would have been fantastic. Maybe even Liverpool. I just think United for a while have just been signing individual talent rather than collective brilliance. They still don't necessarily have a great style of play. I feel like they just pick very good individuals and see if it works. Matip was a good signing. Socrates, not so good. Obviously, Kolasinac was a disaster as well. Here come Tottenham, left-hand side. Perisic up against Dalot. Shifts him down the line. Oh, Dalot stuck a leg out there. But he overruns it and it goes out for a goal kick. That Tottenham kit is awful. Absolutely awful. Dalot stuck a leg out there. Luckily didn't make a lot of, any contact with him. And it goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, Mustafi was horrendous as well. Let's end the poll. Let's see what you think. 52% of you saying that this game will end up as a draw. 36% Man United win. 12% say a Tottenham win. Ben said Leon Bailey, another one. I think a lot of us, I wanted Leon Bailey at Arsenal. Here come Tottenham, right-hand side. Ball whipped in, it's blocked. Hits the defender in the head, Luke Shaw, and he's mash up. Hit him in the side of the head. He falls straight to the floor. Both hands over his head. Doherty was it. Smashed across. Woof, straight off the side of his head. Knocked him out. And, he's struggling. He's on the floor. Looks a bit shaken. Throw into Tottenham on the right-hand side. That adds up to 102%. Was it? Nah, YouTube doing me dirty, man. That's why it showed up on the screen. I don't know what they're dealing with here. Adding extra percents, man. Ivan Lonely, keep me updated with the scores, people. Keep me updated with the scores. Let's check. Half time actually in most of them at the moment. So, yeah, nothing happening as of right now, people. Throw into Spurs. Luke Shaw's back up and recovered. No problem for him. Even Mane. Yeah, Mane. Did Mane play in Bundesliga? Didn't they get him from Austria? Did he play for... Did he play? No, I'm sure he didn't, did he? I think they got him from Southampton. Didn't Southampton get him from Austria? And then he's gone back to the Bundesliga. Yeah, Xhaka. Well, it took 5 years for that one to come good in any kind of way. 5-6 years. Assassin said, big up Curtis, just rewatched the Arsenal Champions League final 2006. That was our trophy that year. How Almunia was beaten for the second goal was a joke. Wenger never recovered. Worst game of my Arsenal life as a fan. Yeah, how we threw that game away. Eto's offside. Almunia can't. Oh, Spurs with the attack, and Almunia getting beat at his near post. It's a madness. It's all mad. Chilled settings today, people, for this game. To be honest, who started the better team? I'd say Spurs have had more of the ball. But United have hit the post. Big up Sam, who said, big up Big C in the community. Akanji, I'm not sure about this Akanji, you know. I can't lie. Not fully convinced by him at City. And Elwood said, your boy Rashford looking invisible. Just give him time, man. Give him time. I cried that night in 06, said, come on. I think I was shell-shocked. I couldn't believe it. Saw Thierry Henry miss a one-on-one at 1-0. I don't think I ever recovered from that. They just don't seem like a team that is capable of playing out of the back like that. They look uncomfortable when they're doing it. United win possession back. Left-hand side. Thing is, when you're putting in crosses here, you would rather have Ronaldo in the box than Rashford. So that's probably the problem. Here's Dallo. Whips it in. That's a poor cross headed away. I tell you what, Tottenham are horrendous to watch. Honestly, and I know I'm an Arsenal fan, and you know, you don't expect me to say much complimentary about Tottenham. We know they've got quality individual players, but for Conte, as big a manager as he is, the football is a bit dated. You know, people used to say Mourinho was out of date playing this football. I don't think Conte's football is much better, if I'm being totally honest. Yeah, man. Akanji is not levels. He signed for City. People are overhyping him. I don't think he's that good. I honestly don't think he's that good. Jay Mystery said the game is boring. Hasn't livened up yet, although United on the break here. That's why I got both games on. We got Liverpool, West Ham there. Man United, Tottenham here. Is Luke Shaw left-hand side. The thing is, Conte would happily come here and draw 0-0. He doesn't care. Them man don't care, especially when they're away from home. They'll come here and just happily draw 0-0 and stink out the place. Ikram said, thoughts on Lee. Gunnar saying, Welbeck's a better footballer than Salah. I mean, listen, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I don't know what context he said it in, but I think most people would say Salah. He's better than Danny Welbeck. Seen Danny Welbeck's finishing last night against Forest. You know, his finishing was terrible. Conte is a Mourinho wannabe when you think about it. Man said he's a B-Tech Mourinho with a wig. I think listen, it would be interesting if Allegri gets the sack, which people are saying a couple more defeats he'll get sacked. What would Conte do if Juventus came back in for him? He loves Juventus. He's having an okay time at Tottenham, but I think if Juve came knocking, I think he'd consider leaving. I really do. Harry Kane with an unbelievable pass out wide. Spurs could be in. Try and bend it in the far corner. Goes wide. Matt Doherty. He's an Arsenal fan. He won't try and score. He's terrible. That was a magnificent pass from Harry Kane. Long diag out to Matt Doherty. He does well. Cuts inside Luke Shaw, to be honest. It's not the player you want trying to finish that. Poch reunion, do you think? He's been linked with the Aston Villa job, Poch, if Gerrard gets the sack. Jake said his girl supports Spurs, he supports Arsenal. What do you do? I mean, it's a lot to cope with, I can't lie. It's a lot. Juve are so difficult to watch. The football is terrible. Well, Conte will fit right in then, playing this kind of football. Ball over the top, looking for Rashford. Can United create something? Bruno Fernandes, 30 yards out, shots blocked. Horrible game, this. PSG need a proper manager. Conte could move there as well. The thing is, I think they gave this Gaultier a long-term contract. And the other problem, RD, is that I don't think, look at how defensive this football is. You've got no chance of Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe playing this football. So I don't think Conte could deal with them guys. He wants them to defend too much. Did you watch Italian football? Football Italia in the 90s. Golasso. And then he'd have the ice cream in the newspaper. Come on, man. Of course I watched that. Used to love Serie A back in the day, man. Arsenal fans wanted Allegri. I was never too hyped on Allegri, I always felt that Conte was more responsible for what got built. There is a chance for Manchester United. Rashford should have scored. What a save by Hugo Lloris. Rashford, you could have proved why I've said all along that they should have signed you. What a fantastic run and pass from Fred that is. Rashford, he just drills it across the goalkeeper. It's too close to Hugo. He's got to get that in the far corner. And he tips it wide. Should have been 1-0. Should have been 1-0. They're calling him Trashford. He should have scored there. Corner taken short. United first bit of pressure in the game. Fred, that's a foul. That's a free kick. 25 yards out. Should be a yellow card there for Romero. Man said rash bandicoot. I think that's a bit of Argentina, Brazil beef there. Romero and Fred, clatters him there. Absolutely clatters him. Free kick to Man United. About 25 yards out, left of centre. Should Rashford be going to Qatar? I think he should, but do you know what? We'll have to do a show on that when the World Cup comes a bit closer. We'll pick a squad and see who should get in and who shouldn't. I think as well, they've made the squads bigger for the World Cup FIFA, so you can take more players. So we'll see. Do you want a United win? Not really. I think a draw would be the ideal result for Arsenal, but if one of them had to win, I would rather United won than Tottenham, if I'm being honest. Free kick to Manchester United, 25 yards out. Rashford and Bruno Fernandes and Luke Shaw over it. I think Bruno will take it. Now Ronaldo's not playing, or is Rashford going to try and knuckleball it? I reckon Bruno. Bruno Fernandes runs up, whips it over the wall, tipped over by Lloris. Doesn't quite get it in the corner. It's a little bit too close to him. And he tips it over the bar. Corner to Manchester United. Slow game so far, but United starting to get into it. Tottenham playing some terrible football, though. It's so boring to watch. They're so defensive. They are so defensive. In swinging corner, United take it short. Rashford 25 yards out. Rashford deflected. Goes over. And it's another corner. Starting to put pressure on Spurs now. Somebody just said in the chat that Gerrard's been sacked. Let me check that. I can't see it. Has Gerrard been sacked, people? Has Steven Gerrard been sacked? I can't see anything. No, I don't think he has. No, he said, I want to improve the position we're in. We've got 2 winnable games. Nah, Gerrard's still there. Corner to Manchester United. Whipped in, headed away. Comes out to the edge of the penalty area. Game's a bit slow, man. We need a goal. Yo, Ronaldo on the bench. What do you want to prove? Hog, let's Gunners. I don't know. I'm confused what you mean there. What's he got to prove, was you saying? I'm not sure. I believe Eddie's contract will come back to bite us. I think it's already nibbling on us, that's for sure. That is for sure. Jadon Sancho, left-hand side. Comes out to Bruno Fernandes. Oh, I thought he was going to hit that. Anthony. Spurs have literally got 9-10 players behind the ball. Dalot does well. Hits the byline, whips it back post. Luke Shaw on the volley. Tipped over by Hugo Lloris. Manchester United are dominating this game. Unfortunately, most of their shots are going straight at Lloris. Dalot does fantastic. Stands it up. Luke Shaw, great technique. Hits it first time on the volley and tipped over by Lloris. The problem is every shot seems to be going straight at him. Tottenham playing horrible football. In swinging corner. Bruno Fernandes clips it edge of the box. Fred goes with a Paul Scholes kind of volley edge of the box. He certainly hasn't got Paul Scholes' technique. Comes back to Bruno. Left-hand side. Plays it down the line. Chipped into the back post. Can they keep it in? No, they can't. Goes out for a goal kick. It's a snore fest. I'm not going to lie. It's a bit of a snore fest. Tarbo said, which side are we on? I've never been this conflicted. As I said, my friend, a draw would be the good result. But worst case, we want a United win. If not, the football that Tottenham are playing is just vile. It's vile to watch. And I kind of want them to be exposed for that, because I do think nowadays in the Premier League, there is an expectation that you should play entertaining football as well. You look at Thomas Tuchel. He won the Champions League, but I don't think his style of football was great, really. Which is why I think they've gone for somebody like Graham Potter, a lot more progressive, a lot more attacking. You look at Pep, you look at Klopp, you look at Arteta. They all play attacking football. Conte is the only one who really doesn't, and he's kind of still from that older generation. You know, he's mixed it with Mourinho and all those managers. So I think that's why his football is a little bit more defensive. So, yeah, man. Come on, there. Come quick before you go to bed. Yo, yo, yo.
Yo.
Give me a score prediction then, Man United, Tottenham. We don't really want any of them to win, but what do you think the score's going to be?
I think the score's going to be a boring, just 1-0 to United.
1-0 United.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a shot, Bruno. Oh, put Servi saying 1-0 United. Who scores? Ronaldo's on the bench.
Looking at Rashford, he's missing chances.
Come over. They can't see.
I think actually Rashford is the only person I think would score.
For United.
Yeah.
All right. Good night.
Yeah.
Get a good sleep.
Night.
See you in the morning. I'll have to do father's duties on screen, people. You know what I mean? Say night. So I won't be celebrating any goals too loud, that's for sure, because I'll be getting told off for keeping him up. So, yeah, man. Leon 1, Arsenal 2. Arsenal ladies, yeah? Big man in the house. Yeah, man. Big him up, people. Big him up. And we got the Liverpool game on screen as well, so we just multi-screen it, you know? If this United game gets any more boring, we'll just watch the Liverpool game. Liam said, growing up, I hated United more than Tottenham. Tottenham were irrelevant back then. Do you know what, Liam? I said this earlier in the season. When I lived in Nottingham, I honestly didn't understand the Arsenal-Tottenham rivalry as much. I was fully like, Man United are our rivals. 100%, you know, Keane Vieira, Omri Van Nistelrooy, Sol Campbell, Yapstam, Wenger, and Ferguson. United was fully the rival for me. Tottenham were just some little side piece, like some coleslaw on the plate. Obviously, when I've moved down south, I do understand it a lot more and the hatred between the two clubs. But I don't know. Like, even now, I've always just had massive excitement when Arsenal play Man United, more than when Arsenal play Tottenham. But yeah, maybe it's just because they were mid-table Donnies, you know. Kurteta missing Arteta. Listen, Arteta's football's better than this, what Conte's playing. I can't lie. King Darwin said, I still hate United more than Spurs. You're like a bookies with all the TV screens. Got to be done, man. Especially the way this game's going. Fogger said facts. Ashley said same as well. The only time the Spurs team bus engine gets a cool down when Conte parks it on the pitch, I'm telling you. Shot, Man United. Oh, just wide. Good strike there from distance, Casemiro. Shibe said, true talk, the Manx with Ferguson was the ultimate test. That was proper war, people. Where are the likes? Saying 1,000 of you in the chat. Great support. Really appreciate it. Smash the likes. If we can get 1,000 likes, we'll be much appreciated. Laid back settings tonight, people. Spurs hate is a London thing. Can't relate from New York. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I think if you're not in London, you don't see it as much. I just didn't have that feeling for it. Growing up, it was pure United. Spurs are hard to watch. They are. But do you know what? We went to United, played really well, got a little bit naive for 15, 20 minutes and lost the game 3-1. Conte will be thinking in his head, stink out Old Trafford for the whole 90. I'm sure there'll be a point in this game where Kane or Son or somebody gets a decent chance. And that's all he waits for. It's horrible to watch. But if it's effective, they won't care. When do the content award results drop? I think it's mid-November. I'll keep you all updated. And hopefully we collect something I'm going on YouTube to batter the like button. Big up everyone on YouTube and on Twitch. C-Unit Business. Really appreciate it. John said, tell him Curtis, Arsenal United was top rivalry. The Will Todd goal was the one I remember. Bantering all my friends at school. Will Todd! Daniel said, I didn't even know you was live and I'm subscribed. What now? What's going on, YouTube, man? Don't let me down like that. Make sure you click the notification bell. Click on all as well. You should get a notification when I'm live if you click the notification bell as well, people. It'll be a Kane penalty. Hopefully not. Man United have been the better team so far, although Spurs do have possession. Perisic, left-hand side. Ball whipped in by Davis, cleared at the near post. Man United get out. Tottenham have been awful so far, although Man United give the ball away needlessly there. Bruno Fernandes is Basuma. He's had a quiet game so far. Spurs literally just waiting to counter-attack. They're not interested in possession stats. They're not trying to play pretty football. It's just pure wait for that opportunity. That's all it is. But, you know, they are 4 points behind us. If they win this, I think it's 2 points. So their manager will say that it's working for them. Seth said, YouTube didn't notify me. You didn't notify me either, but we're here doing the thing, licking down that like button. Big up, big up, big up. Really appreciate it. I don't know why YouTube doing me dirty like that. Kieran slapping up Van Nistelrooy. It don't get no better than that, does it really, you know? You miss a penalty, then we beat him up on his own pitch. I mean, come on, people. United in possession, struggling to get up the pitch now. It's a slow game at the moment, I can't lie. Liverpool still lead 1-0 against West Ham. West Ham missed a penalty, Jared Bowen. Turn over for some mad reason. I think Chelsea was still 0-0 last time I checked. And so Papa, see that's handsome boy you got there who knows his football. Yeah, man, he loves his football, man. You'll be talking to yourself second half. We will all be asleep. Hey, I hope not, Patrick. Try and hang in there. I just wanted to turn over and check the Chelsea game, but for some reason, it's not letting me do it. I don't know why. Why is it not showing me the Chelsea game? It could turn into a whisper alarm. I'll tell you what, there's some good films on Amazon Prime. Worst case scenario, I'll just watch a film, turn the football off. If this carries on. Here comes Spurs, though. Perisic. Just please don't concede to these lot, man. Do not concede to these. Even the commentators are bored. Here's Son. 25 yards out. Son shoots high and wide. Oh, man. They are... Honestly, if you're successful, people don't care. But damn, they are. Out and just had no composure. They're so bad. They're playing like their kit, to be honest. Their kit is horrendous, and they're playing horrendous football as well. Oh, here we go. I think I've found the Chelsea game now. Chelsea against Brentford. Let's have a look at that. Ivan Toney, man, try and win this game for them. Still 0-0. 30 minutes to go in that one. United on the attack. Shot. Oh, it's so bad. So bad. Oh, did the sound cut out again? Oh, man. It's going to be a fight in itself, this, with this wire. Should hopefully get me through. Has anyone checked on Kevin Campbell? Man disappeared quick. Yeah, we haven't had Kev on for a while. Johnny, it is. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on Amazon Prime. It's okay now. Okay, apologies. Perhaps if you sing, we will stay away. Honestly, I was expecting this to be a relaxed game with goals and entertainment. It's an absolute snore fest of a game. It really is. United on the attack again. Arsenal v City perspective. Yeah, I mean, just think it should have been Arsenal against Man City tonight, which would have been a great game. Ball whipped in for United, back post, cleared by Doherty. Oh, man. They're so bad to watch, Tottenham. Why are they playing like that? Long ball, no one's even up there. Ronaldo might just retire. Nah, I think Ronaldo will play till he's about 40. Honestly, I think he's so hungry to play. I don't see Ronaldo quitting football anytime soon. I think he'll probably go to another European club, and then he'll probably end up in the MLS. I think he'll play till he's 40, 41, Ronaldo. Johnny said, to be honest, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto with you in the background. Bro, I don't blame you. I wouldn't be watching this game. Game is moving at walking pace. I mean, this is meant to be a heavyweight clash. But you've got such a contrast in styles, you can't get it. United are actually having a go, but Spurs won't attack. They're just waiting for the counter-attack. Ball over the top, Anthony claims it. Right-hand side, skips past Basuma. Oh, that's mad footwork. Finds Rashford in the box. Goes down, looks for a penalty. I mean, they'll do a VAR check. I don't think that'll be given. You see what's happened with Fran, I believe. He still streams, don't he? I know he's concentrating on his crypto stuff more than the football at the moment. Not going to get a penalty for that one, Rashford. Jamal said even his dad is falling asleep. Oh, United giving the ball away as well. They do look the more likely to score, though, out of the two of them. Casemiro, here come United. Sancho, left-hand side. Into the box. Oh, they can't get the shot off. Tottenham have literally... They've got the coach. They've brought the coach. The coach they've driven up on, they've literally got it on the pitch. They have parked the bus to the fullest. This is vile football to watch. It's absolutely horrendous. I don't think I've seen anybody in the Prem playing worse football than this, honestly. As I said, if they win, they won't care, and they could be on the counter-attack now. Son, United regain possession. Marcus said, I'm praying for a power cut. Mate, I think I won't mind a power cut right now as well. Anthony silky. He is silky, but it's hard when you got 3 players on you. I said, horrible game, horrible game. Twin said, my dad loves you. Big up, man. Big him up. Shot from distance. Fred goes about 5 yards wide. Assassin said, yo, who remembers 50 Cent Bulletproof on PS2? Did I have that one? I'm not sure. I think I might have had that one. Bulletproof. There was a couple of 50 Cent games out, right? There was another one. I forget the name of the other one, but yeah, I do remember them games. Jal said, big up, Big C. Would you not sign anyone in January to renew the contracts of Saka, Martinelli and Saliba? I expect both things to happen. I don't believe we should have to deal with no transfers to renew contracts. Big clubs do both, so we should be doing both. I refuse to accept one or the other. Here's Diego Dallo, 25 yards out. It knocks out Eric Dyer straight to the side of the head. And that kind of sums up the first half, mate. It's been a pain in the head. It's a headache. Yeah, I expect both to happen, mate. I'm not prepared to accept. I'm not going to celebrate contract renewals when we should be buying players. Gabriel, the next Sol Campbell, you said. No, I said he's the next Mustafi. You didn't hear? Not really, I'm joking. Well, yeah, maybe No, actually, I didn't say he was the next Sol Campbell. I said he could be the best centre-back we've had since Sol Campbell and Kolo Touré. But at the moment, I would say definitely not, you know. I want exact quotes on what I said. I would say Koscielny was better than what we're seeing from Gabriel at the moment. I can't lie. But yeah, I appreciate that, Hanek. Thanks for pulling me up. Next time I won't say anything. Blood in the Sand was the other 50 Cent game. That's it. Blood in the Sand. You can't beat them old games, man. Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. What else did I have? Scarface. That was a good game. Pro Evo back in the day. Adriano, 99 shot power. We might as well talk about real football, because this... Dyer's on the floor, laid out. They're having a break. It's an absolute stinker of a game. It's survival at this point, people. This game is actual survival. Chelsea are drawing 0-0. That's a positive against Brentford. I'm hoping Ivan Toney scores a winner here. Ziggy said, is Sancho playing? He might as well not be. He's hardly done anything. Big up Ziggy, though. Man, you looking decent. They're moving the ball well. Anthony looks sharp. It's hard when... You know, Tottenham have got 10, 11 players behind the ball. How do you break them down? AALSK, correct them, Big C. I have to, man. Have to. I want to know exactly what I said and when I said it. Saliba, the best centre-back since Campbell. Yeah, I think that's what I meant. Saliba, not Gabriel. Listen, hopefully both of them become top defenders, you know. Big up Carl, who said, Guna Knots, big up, bro, big up. Big up all my Knots crew, man. Home City, of course. You wanted Conte. I can neither confirm nor deny, Temmie. I can neither confirm nor deny. It was desperation. We were 8th. We were losing to Burnley at home. I was desperate. Forgive me. If you ain't ate for 2 days and I offered you some dry bread, you would take it. You would take dry bread if you ain't ate for 2 days. If it's your regular day and I said, you want some dinner, I'll give you some dry bread, you wouldn't take it, would you? Because you had options. I was desperate. I was starving. Dry bread was all that was on offer. I was willing to take it. But forgive me. Forgive me, people. It was desperation. We lost 1-0 at home to Burnley. Aubameyang own goal. That is starvation at this point, people. Some people wanted Conte, Mourinho, Allegri, or Simeone criminal. Yeah, well, you know, I always get this one thrown at me. You know, you wanted Mourinho. Yeah, again, it was bad. I watched us go to Watford and concede 27 shots. Troy Deeney telling us we got no cojones. I was desperate. Mourinho looked like, you know, looked like a saviour at that point. Forgive me, people. Forgive me. We've been desperate lately, people. We've been desperate. It was needed. The dry bread began to look good when Watford were having 27 shots, you know, and when Burnley were beating us 1-0, when Villarreal were knocking us out the Champions League, when Willian was, you know, becoming an agent, an imposter. This game's too quiet. Everyone's calling me out today, man. I'm just trying to have a laid-back Wednesday night. I'm getting called out left, right, and centre, man. You know what I mean? But, you know, I will address the comments, people. I will address the comments. I have to do a Will Smith on you soon in the comments, people. Keep my name out your mouth. The Spurs game live on OnlyFans. You know what? I don't think no one would pay for this. Pat said Douglas Luiz renewed his contract. I never rated him. Nah, I don't rate him. I never wanted him. He's rubbish. Shameless settings. If he'd have signed for us, I'd say he's one of the best Brazilian DMs in world football. But we didn't sign him, so I don't rate him. I never wanted him. He's trash. Simple things, people. Shameless settings. You brought it on yourself. All right, Mixer. I'll take it. You know me. I can handle it. Information and entertainment. I'm here, people. Remember that? Yeah. Did the sound drop again? It looked like it went on mute, so apologies. Yeah, when we lost to Brighton, I went and dropped. Come on, man. Man was trying to call me out. Oh, you went and did an interview after your stream. So what, man? So what? I had things to say, man. I had to get it off my chest, so I went down there and taught the things. But yeah, man. Curtis, you know those TV channels that play music on a black screen at this rate, may as well switch channels and do a watch along. Bro, I'm telling you. Amazon Prime, like I said, I just looked. They got some decent films, you know. Might have to put a film on there. Watch Soul Plane or Beverly Hills Cop 2 or something at this rate. Talk through that. We'll watch All or Nothing again. Is the paint dry yet? Oh, dear. It's not dry yet, bro. I wish it was. Yo, the Fresh Ego Kid hats are fire. I only see them available on the official website. The price to have that come to Jamaica is mad. What other links? I'll try and sort them out, man. Surely there must be a way. There must be a way. Well, we'll try to do something. Mike needs a new contract. Yeah, man. The wire. Don't worry. I'm gonna order a wire as soon as this finishes. Spurs on the counter attack. 4-on-4. This their opportunity. Kane drills it straight at De Gea. Saved again. Clip to the back post. And De Gea collects it. Someone's down injured here. De Gea's going mad. I think it was a head injury and the referee never stopped. And who's that down on the floor? Is it Dallo? This game is honestly one of the worst games I've seen this season. Absolute shambolic game of football. Spurs are on the attack. Kane hit it. What happened? Where's the problem? What happened to Dallo? Dallo's on the floor holding his head. Oh, he got the ball kicked in his chin. I get the charger, people. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't get the charger. Maybe I should just let the battery run out and end it. End the stream, Dave. As Expressions famously said. This is bad. Do you know what? This makes me really appreciate watching Arsenal. Because, damn, this is so bad. 2 minutes I've added on. Just blow the whistle now. Get them in for half time. I don't want to watch no more of this. The game is only on Amazon Prime in the UK, apparently. Oh, that's harsh, man. If anyone's got streams available, obviously share them with people in the comments. If people are looking, pop a beer. Yeah, I ain't even got no beers in. I could do a one to get through this. AFCON settings, just blow full time at half time. Just ref it and say, I don't want no more of this. Why is Fernandes such a moaner? He is the biggest cheating rat in the Premier League. I can't stand it. I really can't. Messi or Ronaldo? Messi for me, Ivan. Messi. Streams are always on Twitter. Conte ball giving paracetamol a headache. It's on Peacock in the US. There you go, people. 2 minutes of time added on. The sooner this game finishes, the better. End the stream, literally. Just end the game. I don't even want to watch it. Can we start a sing-along, says Patrick. Why not? It'd be more entertaining than this. That is for sure. Messi came from another planet. Yeah, Messi, man, Messi. I love Ronaldo as well, but Lionel, man, he's ridiculous. Conte back to Juve. I think it could happen as well. Ace said, Curtis, which CDM, left winger and striker would you sign? Just off the top of my head, just without thinking, I would like left wing, CDM, striker. I would like Ivan Toney. I think Ivan Toney would be a very good backup striker for us, if I'm being totally honest. I like him. I think he's done his apprenticeship in the Premier League now. Left wing. I mean, I spoke about it today. I would like Zaha. I've got to be honest. I would like... I mean, that Mudryk, I haven't seen enough of him. Gakpo, we'll get to see him tomorrow. So maybe Gakpo, Zaha, somebody like that. Up front, maybe Ivan Toney. I would have liked Osimhen, but he's too expensive. And DM... man said no Rashford. No, we'll move on. I don't think it's possible anyway, so that's why I'm not saying it. DM's a difficult one. Man said, I mean, Prince Teddy, I love your optimism. Man said would love to have Benzema as a backup striker to Jesus. Bro, he's just won Ballon d'Or. Number one, he ain't leaving Real Madrid. And number two, he ain't coming to Arsenal to be a backup dancer for Gabriel Jesus. Ruben Neves would be a good one. I like Ruben Neves. Is he a DM? More of a deep-lying playmaker, I would say. I do like Ruben Neves. Caicedo at Brighton's not bad. Danilo I haven't seen enough of. Half-time whistle goes. Damn. I don't know what to say about that first half. There is nothing to say. That was absolutely horrendous. I feel like I'm watching Burnley against, Brighton. You know, like them games you're watching Match of the Day, and you're like, I've been enjoying Match of the Day, and they're like, now we'll round up the rest of the games from the weekend's action. Starting at Burnley against Brighton, and you're like, right, that's it. Let's put a film on and turn this off. I feel like I'm doing a watch-along of that. It's shocking. It's an absolute stink fest of a game. Chelsea are such cheats. They do love a dive. I have got the Chelsea game on now. Would Arteta want Zaha? I don't think so. I don't. J-Man, are we watching the Championship? Didn't know you did watchmaking to these games. Oh, bro. The game is so bad. The game is so bad. I mean, listen, let me give a little bit of credit to Man United. United have played on the front foot. They have tried to create chances. They've hit the post. Lloris has made 3 or 4 saves. So I can't completely disregard what they've done. They have tried to play on the front foot. But when Tottenham are putting 10 players behind the ball, what can you really do? Chelsea 0-0, 15 minutes to go against Brentford. Let's hope Brentford can hang on and get a point here. Give me Haaland, Neymar, and Tchouameni, yeah, on Football Manager. Chris Gooner said, love to see this, that's why we're top. But yeah, listen, let's hope we get where we need to get to because of the football that we're playing as well. But we've seen teams like Mourinho playing boring football and win the Prem. We've seen Conte play defensive football and win the Prem as well. So it's not like it doesn't always work. I think what you have to understand as a fan as well is that it is a style of football. Not every team, not every manager is built to play attacking, expansive football. Some managers feel that there is an art in defending and stopping the opposition from scoring, and then they'll hit you on the break. It's boring to watch, but it does work for some teams. Rich said, Big C, do you reckon those Locatelli rumours are true again? Personally, I don't think so, because I think he's played the last 2 games. So I reckon, I think they're going to keep him in January. Sancho cannot sprint. It's funny, isn't it? Sancho looked really quick in Germany. Doesn't look that quick in the Prem. Zaha is the one, says Patrick. We did speak about him quite a bit in today's stream. A lot of people had mixed opinions on it. Mourinho, Spurs scored 6 here, Big C. Put some respect. Yeah. Mourinho got them to a final and they sacked him. It didn't make no sense, and then they lost the final without him. What age did you become a professional? I signed pro at 18, didn't play, and then again at 21 was when I started playing. So yeah, 21 really, which nowadays some people would say that's quite late. I didn't really come through football the conventional route, I didn't just go like academy from a young age and just stay in an academy. I was kind of in and out. I was in, came out, went to another team, came out, went to another one. It was not easy, man. A lot of traveling and things like that. Ideally you want to sign for a team that's close to you, that's in your own city. I ended up playing for teams outside of my city, so we're traveling and stuff. It was difficult, Curtis literally got up and made me some coffee. This game is a boring one. I'll take a goalless draw now. It's crazy, isn't it? What's wrong with Martinelli? He was not training. Apparently he's under the weather. I think he's got a bit of a cold apparently. So I wouldn't risk him tomorrow. Why would you risk him? Tony, Zaha and SMS, and we are cooking. SMS, Milinkovic, Savic. I would love to get him in. Would you consider Gakpo and Musiala? Yeah. Musiala's going to be a top player, man. Curtis, why didn't you watch the Arsenal women's game? I'll be honest, I didn't even know it was on. Did not know it was on. What channel is it on as well? I don't know. Is it on the website? Would you take Ansu Fati? Yeah. Barca wouldn't sell him, though. Nah, Big C. Spurs parked the entire shipping yard in the box. Oh, my days. Spurs have literally parked the bus and they aren't going anywhere. They are stinking out the place. Mikel Arteta said in the press conference, Zinchenko and Martinelli are not ruled out, but we will decide tomorrow if they will be involved. Let's see what else is being said. I mean, this game has been so bad. Absolutely so bad. There's nothing really to say about it. There's absolutely nothing. Arsenal winning 3-1, the women. It's live on YouTube. Fair play to them. Ansu Fati has a 1 billion release clause. I tell you what, Amazon, who've they got? Roberto Martinez, Patrice Evra, Thierry Henry as the 3 special guests. Don't mind that, Thierry. As a pundit, it always works. What's more likely, Arsenal winning the league or Leicester getting relegated? Probably Leicester getting relegated, let's be honest. As I've said many times, everybody still expects Man City to win the league. And I think probably win the league quite comfortably because of the strength in depth. You can't win a title just having a good team, which is what I keep saying with Arsenal. We got a good team, not a great squad. But they have an opportunity to address it in January. And let's see what they're about. Peter said Big C put $50 on a 0-0 draw at 5-1. Here's not bad. You got a chance. What do you get? About $250 if that drops. I could see it happening. Thierry was her horrendous pundit with Sky. Do you think so? I thought it was all right. Not bad. Tell some good stories and that. Gampar said Lloris is playing as Hugo Yashin. Big C, what do you see in Rashford after this first half? Not a lot, mate. Not a lot, Michael. He did not play well. Listen, maybe he wouldn't suit us. Maybe you're right. Maybe he does need to play for a counter-attacking team. Aubameyang is on for Chelsea now, by the way. Roll said, Curtis, how much do you think they'll let Arteta spend? I don't think they'll let him spend big, if I'm being honest. Will we sign a winger and a centre mid in January? I'm not sure. I'd be shocked if Arsenal spent more than about 30 million in January. I don't see us going out and spending big money. I just don't think so. But listen, they might surprise us. I wish Arsenal got Bruno Gomes, biggest miss in the last few years. Yeah, they fumbled the bag. The deal was there to be done. They didn't want to do it. Wait, your boy Aubameyang didn't start. I don't know why. They started Brozier, is it? Brozier, the young boy? Oh, Brentford, few chances. They're getting in each other's way. Have messed it up there. 8 minutes to go in that game. Sign Zaha, you know me, I'd take him. Would you take Locatelli? Wouldn't be my ideal choice, but beggars can't be choosers. If we got the opportunity, maybe on loan or something, but I think there are better options. Beth Mead scored the third, big up. So apologies, I just missed a comment. Somebody was talking about the effects of the World Cup. Yeah, I mean, the World Cup it's going to affect different players in different ways. I think when you're playing well, you don't want to break. Because, you know, things are going well for you. Naturally, the players are going to go to the World Cup. They're going to be playing every 3 or 4 days. They're going to have to travel. The heat, the climate, everything's going to be different. If you go to the World Cup, do really well, you could come back to Arsenal and be even better because you're on top of the world. If you go there and struggle, you know, you may... Conte's having a full-blown argument. Is that Bentancur? Is anyone seeing that? I just missed that. Conte is going absolutely crazy. I think that's Bentancur. He's walked out of the technical area. He's walking up the touchline, shouting at him, throwing his arms up. Bentancur's like saying stuff back to him. They're having a full-blown argument. Full-blown argument on the pitch. Wow, it'll be interesting if Bentancur comes out for the second half. Let's see, man. It will be interesting. I read that Kroenke is going to get stung 500 million for the relocation. I think he has to pay that very shortly. Whether he has to pay it all at one time, I don't know, but it's going to have an effect. You know, 500 million. Bentancur said, your wig is falling off. I said, bro, your wig's slipping off. He said, it ain't a wig. Let's see if Conte drags him at half time. That'll be interesting. They're having a full-on argument. Better watch his mouth. Conte's friends with Tony Soprano. Hey, man, he don't look like he messes about, Antonio Conte. I can't lie. I'm slightly concerned about January window, given the fact that last year we were told we are ahead of schedule. If that's the case, we are ahead of schedule considering our position in the league. You make a great point there, George. Last year, we should have got top 4. The club didn't react to it. They just said, we're ahead of schedule here. We ain't going to sign anyone. We'll wait until the summer. Now we're actually in a title race. What are they going to say again? We're ahead of schedule. We're not trying to win the league. We'll just get top 4. And I think we can get top 4 without signing anyone, which is why I'm still not sure that Arsenal will go and get the centre mid and the winger in this transfer window because they're cheap. And I don't think they'll want to spend big. Hope Kroenke sells Arsenal. We don't have a squad for the Champions League. Listen, and you make a good point there, Michael, right? If Arsenal get in the Champions League, I think we're going to have our biggest ever transfer window in the summer. I genuinely think Arsenal will have to spend between, I think our biggest window is about 160 million. I think we'll have to spend close to 200 million to deal with the Champions League. We will need significant improvements in that squad. We need in my opinion, I think we'll need a striker. I think we need a winger. I think we'll need 1 to 2 centre midfielders. We could maybe even do with another fullback at right back. Honestly, we will need huge investment in the summer. Champions League's a different level. Yeah, we're getting results at the moment. Can we go Real Madrid away on a Wednesday and then go and play maybe Man City on the Saturday? Have you got the squad? Can you change 5 players? Are the 5 players coming in good enough to replace the 5? And this is where we're at right now. We will have to spend big, big money if we get Champions League. 250 million, says Kai. Justice said, Big C, will you go for a strong lineup tomorrow? I mean, we spoke about it today on the stream, and I think you have to rest some players. I always say Thomas Partey would not touch a Europa League game in the group stage for me. I'd maybe try and give Saliba a rest. Zinchenko, I don't think will play. Martinelli, apparently he's got a bit of a cold. I don't see the point in risking him. Jesus didn't look fit at Leeds, so I wouldn't risk him either. But I think you'll see maybe Gabriel, Xhaka, maybe Saka, maybe Tierney, Tomiyasu. Maybe half of what would be our first 11 I would play. Abby said, I think we'll sign some unknown Brazilian kid. I think we've got to get somebody a bit more established in January, man. I really do. Kamani said that January transfer window will have us stressed. It's mad, like, and especially as a content creator, it gets to a point where I don't like to even discuss links to players if it doesn't feel like it's going to happen. It become like last year talking about Vlahovic, it just became boring. You know, it was like the deal's not going to happen. Everyone's still linking us to him, and he ends up going to Juventus. It's like, please, man, just do some business. Everybody can see we need to do business, so get the business done, man. Latest scores at the moment, people. Liverpool still beating West Ham 1-0. Newcastle beating Everton 1-0. Brilliant goal by Almiron. Bent in the far corner. January PTSD, we just don't have a good record in that window. We really don't. Even Aubameyang, when we signed him, we only signed him because we lost Alexis Sanchez, you know. We never actually built on top of what we already had. Daily Dusan, man. Oh, fans got strung along. That was just their way out. Oh, we tried to sign Vlahovic. Great. Tielemans, I think Tielemans will sit it out at Leicester. If I was a player and I got to January and my contract runs out at the end of June and I know clubs like Arsenal are looking at me, I'm sitting it out. I say, listen, World Cup's already done, so him moving in January doesn't take him to the World Cup. He'll have already been there. He's going to want the bag. Because you've got to think, if you bought Tielemans in the summer, he'd have cost you 30 million, 35 million. So if you get him in the summer for free, his agent's going to say, well, hang on a minute, you would have paid 30 million for him in the summer. Now you're getting him for free, so he wants 7, 8, 9 million pound as a signing on fee. So I don't think Tielemans will go anywhere. Second half is underway. I'm not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I think half-time's been the most enjoyable part of the game so far. Let's hope we get a few goals, man. Let's hope we get a few goals. Listen, a draw would be a good result for Arsenal. Just for the sake of the content, I would rather it be a 1-1 or a 2-2 draw than a 0-0 stinkfest. Cole said I would take Shea Adams in January. Premier League proven, strong, rugged. He's 26, Big C, would you? I mean, like I said, I played against Shea Adams a few years ago, and he's much improved. You know, he used to be an attacking midfielder. He's turned into a big, strong target man in the Prem. I wouldn't go for him to Arsenal. I'm going to be honest. I think we can get someone better than him, and he still wouldn't be that cheap because he's Southampton's best striker. So they're gonna still want 30 million for him, I would imagine. So I'd be looking more for an Ivan Toney or someone like that. Here come Man United, right-hand side. Anthony whips it out wide to Sancho. Should have passed. Fred shoots. Deflected. 1-0 to Manchester United. They take the lead. Fred Flintstone with the goal. Wilma. Fred with the luckiest of goals. Horrible shot. Deflected and goes into the bottom corner. Manchester United take the lead. You know what? The one thing that makes me happy about that is Tottenham. That's kind of what you get, mate. You don't want to attack. Yeah, I can't celebrate. You ain't going to get me loud, people. I had to say Wilma because, you know, I used to love watching the Flintstones. Dun, 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 dun. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. We're the modern Stone Age family. Dun, dun, from the town of Bedrock. I mean, look at that. The shot's going straight at him. Deflected. Ben Davis, bottom corner. Bang, I'll take it. Conte's tearing his wig out. Davis is fuming. The kit looks awful. And that's what you get, mate, when you don't want to attack. You know, you get what you deserve there. That shot was literally a pass back. It was not going to affect the goal one bit. But, you know, at least now it might make Tottenham draw. Sorry, not draw. Attack and try and get the draw. You have enough attacks, you make your own look. Conte ball is horrendous. I want a draw, I can't lie. AJ said, oh, here come Tottenham on the break. Perisic whips it in, headed away. I love you randomly break into singing. I do that myself all the time. Yeah, man, vibes, people. Vibes, you know. Flintstones, man. You all remember how good that was back in the day, man. Proper cartoon, that was. Curtis, you make me cry. Big up Jamie, man. Spurs v Atleti would be one of the most boring games of the century. United on the attack again. It's Rashford. Still Rashford. Oh, saved. Oh, my days. He was twisting and turning there. Saved by Lloris. Hit it straight at him. Late night therapy for O'Hara. Yeah, let him hold that, man, on TalkSport. Here come United again. Rashford. Great chance for Rashford. Shoots. It's blocked. Oh, I think he should have gone onto his left foot there. What's happened? Oh, offside. Offside. Free kick to Tottenham. A medium McFred with fries and a Diet Coke. What a save that is by Lloris, by the way. That's a great save. Rashford there should have put it a little bit further to his left. Conte's going to sub himself on. Oh, dear. AJ said, Curtis is right, though. Even though we don't support United over here, you can admit when a team deserves a goal. Spurs played really negatively. They played horrible. If Tottenham continue with this style, they might implode at some point. Oof! Shot for Tottenham there. Is it deflected? Harry Kane. I think that's a corner. That was half a chance. Just a long punt up. Falls to him. Tries to bend it in the far corner. I tell you what, I think it hits Lisandro there. If it doesn't, that might be in the far corner. De Gea looked beaten there. Corner to Tottenham. They are going to try and attack a little bit more now. Harold penalty soon. Everyone's been saying, innit, Tottenham will get a penalty at some stage in this game. Chelsea are in the 94th minute, by the way, there. They're on the last attack of the game. Hopefully they drop points. Corner in swinger, Perisic. Cleared away at the near post by United. Comes back out to Perisic. I always thought Perisic was right-footed. He's taking the corner with his left. Son whips it into the back post, overhits it, and it goes out for a goal kick. Keep your eyes peeled for the mandatory Kane penalty. Liam and Morgan, surely if you have a front three like the Spurs, you build a team to get the best out of them. It's sad, isn't it? Well, it's their problem, but Benzema just scored. That's what big boys do, man. That's what big boys do. Chelsea, last attack of the game. Corner whipped in. Cleared away. Chelsea are appealing for handball. Chelsea are appealing for handball right at the end. Zizzy said, and they said we can't perform against the big six. I think the real test for Arsenal will be when we go away from home and play City and Liverpool and things like that. Perisic is both footed. I honestly never realised. The Chelsea game has finished, I believe. Chelsea game has finished. That's a great result. Oh, my days. That looks like handball as well. That looks like handball. I think that could have been given. Oh dear, that could have been given. Full-time whistle goes, people. Full-time whistle goes. Brentford 0, Chelsea 0. Good result that for Arsenal. That leaves us 7 points clear of Chelsea now on the same games. That's a brilliant result for us. Højbjerg's on the floor, rolling around. Casemiro. So 0-0. Yeah, take that all day long. I think Chelsea should have had a penalty right at the end there. Guy went to head the ball and handballed it. But fair play, I don't care. Leave them to it. Chelsea dropped 2 points. Arsenal 7 points clear of Chelsea. Same games played. Take that all day long. Let's turn that Chelsea rubbish game off. Go back to the Liverpool game. Is that finished? Liverpool game has finished as well. Looks like they've won by a goal to 0, I think. Here come Tottenham on the attack, right-hand side. Beating Brentford isn't for everyone. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, we went there and smashed them up. Now, Liverpool have won 1-0, finished 1-0. West Ham missed a penalty, man. Jared Bowen bottled it. That was their best chance. Dre said, whoa, go on, Curtis. Never expected to see the stream today. Big up the C unit. Maybe I shouldn't have done the stream. This 1-0 is horrendous, but I'm hoping we get a bit more excitement. West Ham bottled it. Jared Bowen missed penalty. Newcastle beat Everton 1-0. Frank Lampard is struggling over there at Everton, man. They're stinking out the place. Tansel said, is Casemiro really world class? I think the problem sometimes in football is in certain teams, in certain units, players can look world class. I think Casemiro is a very good player, but next to Modric and Toni Kroos, it's not difficult to look great in that midfield. He was an integral part of that midfield, and I do think Casemiro is a top footballer. But I think sometimes you can be a world-class player, come to the Prem, and not necessarily look world-class. You know, you've gone from playing with Luka Modric to playing with McTominay and Fred. There's a seriously big difference. It's going to be hard for him to look world-class with those kind of players around him. So, you know, just as I say that, Fred's literally just kicked the ball out of play for a throw-in. I don't know who he was passing to. Was he giving it to Ten Hag? Like, I don't know what he was doing. So, yeah, it is what it is, people. But Man United lead Tottenham 1-0. Scrappiest of goals. Fred, literally a pass back of a shot, deflected off Ben Davis and rolled into the bottom corner. Roll said the only problem with Casemiro is the fact people misunderstand what his role is for the team. He's going to break up play. He's going to keep possession, start attacks. He's a player that could finish the season with no goals and, you know, 1 assist. He's not somebody you're going to look at for stats and go, oh my God, he's got 10 goals and 8 assists. Here's Anthony. Anthony shoots. Oh, puts it wide of the near post. He looks lively, to be honest. Anthony looks a good player. But, yeah, Casemiro, sometimes we're looking for glamour. We're going, Casemiro, Brazilian, 60 million. What's he doing? His job is not necessarily to look glamorous. It's to protect that back four and to start attacks. So his job is very simple, but I think he's very good at it. I think he's a top quality number 6. Here's Jadon Sancho. It's a great block by Doherty there. He had him isolated. Sorry, Romero. But yeah, I still think Casemiro's a very, very good player. Patrick said Zaha scored the winner at Wolves. Yeah, man, he played well. Arsenal women beating Lyon 5-1. Big up to them. He's no Gilberto Silva. Nah, Gilberto, invisible wall. United beating the top 6 teams apart from City. Yeah, I mean, they got smashed there, but they ticked us off. And Liverpool and at the moment, Spurs at home. January transfer window, we need to go in for Zaha. Here come United on the attack. Looking for Rashford. Not a great ball. He gets there. He appeals for a penalty. Referee gives a goal kick. Bruno Fernandes going crazy. I'm sure they'll do a VAR check. Rashford saying it's a penalty. Bruno's pass wasn't great. Rashford got on the other side of Eric Dyer. I mean, they'll do a VAR check. The contact is minimal. I don't think you'll get a penalty for that. Michael said, I just asked myself, what's better, Ten Hag's bald head or Conte's wig? Listen, that's how the game's going right now. We compare who's got the better haircut. Ish said Shawford. Oh, that's harsh, man. That's not. Ish, go easy, man. Go easy on me, man. I was still a child. Oh dear, Rashford. That compliment of saying I would take Rashford, that I'll never be able to live that one down, will I? Tottenham getting pressed. They've played absolutely horrible in this game. They really have. Van Nistelrooy said he likes watching Arsenal Tetherball claiming fans every day. Fair play, man. He's just trying to make us go easy on him when he turns up at the Emirates. We ain't forgot, Rude, man. You still need to get booed tomorrow night for your cheating. Roman plays. Ten Hag and Klopp should have a gurn off the bottom jaw on these guys. I don't think you can beat Klopp's. He's got teeth out. He's got all sorts going off. It sounds like Alan Shearer's commentating. Gamper said Conte should give his wig to Ten Hag. Bet Conte has 1,000 wigs at home. He must have a spare wig just in case it ever drops off. Doing a crossword, says Rich. Echo said you've jinxed Rashford. Never thought I'd witness Liverpool struggle against West Ham. Listen, West Ham aren't no mugs. They're not easy to just defeat. And this Liverpool team, they're having to find form again. You know that it's a big win for them. You got to think after Arsenal beat Liverpool, they've beaten City and West Ham in a matter of what 3-4 days. So I don't think Klopp will be complaining. Free kick to United. Bentancur fouls Luke Shaw. 33 minutes to go. And to think Luke isn't the best Shaw on the stream, come on, no chance. Not even close, Luke. Not even close. 1,100 of you in the chat. Amazing support. Lick the like button. Subscribe. All of that good stuff. 38 of you on Twitch as well. Big up the whole of the C unit. Premier League table. Now Liverpool are 11 points behind us on the same games. So we still have a good points gap on them. With this, United would be 8 points behind us on the same games. Chelsea 7 behind us, same games. And Spurs 4 behind us. Ball whipped in. Headed up in the air. That was Rashford as well. Reading the newspaper. Shampa said Curtis Shaw, Luke Shaw all day long. They're the better one. 100%. Big up the C unit. We will do a member stream this week. Definitely. That was an awful header from Rashford, man. That's what I'm saying. Their defence is sitting in Tottenham. It would probably suit Cristiano Ronaldo more because you can put them crosses in. And he's going to get on the end of it. He said he headed it back. Oh, dear. Long ball. Tottenham trying to counter-attack. They've got a break on here. They've had a heavy touch. Perisic playing wing-back. Basuma has not been great. He gives the ball away there as well. Would you go in for Gakpo? At the right price. But you know what? Let's see how he plays tomorrow night against us. Basuma had the heavy touch there. Goes in with the studs. And to be fair, Bruno is a bit of a little cheat. I think he does catch him there. I think he gets a slap on the head. Which I think a lot of people would love him to see him get a slap on the head, to be honest. Re-sign Iwobi. Hey, you better calm down, Pat. I don't want nothing to do with Iwobi, man. Selling him for 35 million. One of the best deals in Arsenal history. I love to hear it. People don't mind Bruno getting a slap on the head. Rashford with a Minecraft head couldn't hit that well. Liam and Morgan said, Big C, how many signings in January do you think we need to win the title? 2 or 3? 2 would be great. 3 would be ideal. I would love to see a centre mid, a right winger and a striker. But I don't think they've got any intention of going for a striker. But that would be me. 3 in my opinion. No time out, please. Nah, man. Don't worry, man. Thoughts on Jermaine Pennant's recent comments? He said on TalkSport, didn't he, that Arsenal will crumble after Christmas. I mean, Jermaine Pennant, met him a number of times when we was younger. Nottingham boy. Got the move to Arsenal. He's a Liverpool fan, big Liverpool fan. You can't help but feel sometimes that people go on TalkSport and they say things for a reason. TalkSport criticise a lot of other companies and channels, say, clickbait and this, but TalkSport are probably the biggest clickbait company out there. But at the same time, he played for Arsenal. He knows that Arsenal fans are going to come for him with that comment. If he believes it, he believes it. I think sometimes as a fan, you can't always be mad at somebody for their opinion. But does he genuinely mean it? A lot of people saying he's salty because Arsenal got rid of him, blah, blah, blah. It's interesting. Listen, when they're all talking about us, it means we're doing something right. I don't particularly care what any pundit think. Oh, they're gonna crumble after Christmas. Well, you don't know that. What if we don't crumble after Christmas? Then what? So don't worry about TalkSport. Don't worry about Sky. Don't worry about BT. We know, and I've said this for years and years, we will never be the media darlings of English football. We're just not, right? We're just not. They love Liverpool. They love Manchester United. All of their pundits on those channels, they're all ex-Liverpool. They're all ex-Man United. There's a few ex-Tottenham. The ex-Arsenal players are not really about like that. So they're never gonna love Arsenal like that, and I don't care. We don't need to be loved. They didn't love us when Wenger was winning, the Invincible trophy. They were always moaning, "Oh, Arsenal got too many foreign players" and things like that. They used to say, "We don't need the media to like us. Bond them lot. I don't care. Make it even sweeter when we do win." I'm gonna say, now what, Jermaine Pennant, Jamie O'Hara, all them little clowns. So yeah, man. I don't really care. If Pennant thinks that, let him think it. He played for the club, it's his opinion. But we need to prove all these people that we're the real deal. And January will definitely affect that. We should be worried if all them rivals were talking us up, then dissing us means we hurt them. Yeah, because we're now back. We're now affecting these teams. We're now in the thought process of these teams. When we were finishing 8th, you never heard people say that because they didn't care. Now we're top. They're like, yo, they'll crumble. All right, cool. Let's see what happens, man. Here's Dallo, right-hand side. Finds Anthony. It's given away. I tell you what, Spurs are still not in a rush to attack. United again, Dallo, right-hand side. Good footwork. Does well. On his left foot, shoots, deflected out for a corner. Henanguna, good night, Curtis Shaw TV and all the crew watching in the chat. The game is putting me to sleep. Do what you need to do, my friend. No worries. It's not a great game. Rio's comments on Gabriel seem warranted. What did he say? I haven't actually read anything about what he said. Or are they old comments or new ones? I'll try and catch up on them. True TalkSport don't like to see us growing. Nah, no chance. Basuma looks awful. He hasn't looked good tonight, I can't lie. I don't know if it's the way Tottenham play, but he definitely doesn't look good for them. Gabriel just needs a dose of confidence. We as a fan base need to get behind him like Saliba with the goal. 100%. 100%. Roman said Big C Football Manager is coming to PS5 in November, one for Twitch. That could be a good one. Is that the first time they've brought it out on PlayStation? I've only ever had it on the laptop. I didn't realise they were bringing it out on PS5. Tottenham trying to play out from the back. United putting them under pressure. 26 minutes to go. Pushing the back there. Free kick to Tottenham on the halfway line. Spurs are being battered but can get lucky and nick a draw. Their mugs. Dross football. Big C Spurs are horrible. We better smack them. Listen, they've already held one smack offers. The difference is, I think, when Conte brings these teams to their home ground, he does go for them a lot more. And that's where we have to prove it. First time on PlayStation was on Xbox. Yeah, there we go. That would be a good shout. Football Manager. Free kick to Man United, offside for Tottenham. With that atmosphere, Arsenal win every home game. Listen, I'm looking forward to the Man City game. I really am, because I almost want to see if we can get them. Last season, we nearly got Man City, I think this year we can get them. Ball over the top. Rashford, great pace. Into the penalty area. He's having a heavy touch. He runs it out for a goal kick. He's moving like Theo Walcott, man. I used to look at Theo Walcott like this sometimes. A lot of Arsenal fans actually loved Theo Walcott. I was never a big fan of him, but, you know, he did score important goals, but he was so frustrating to watch. Rashford there has totally outpaced their defender. You're thinking, brilliant. Keep the ball in and try and make something happen, and he can't keep it in and runs it out for a goal kick, man. It's frustrating to watch, you know. Who would ever want this guy at Arsenal, eh? I don't know. Have you ever heard anyone say they want him at Arsenal? No, me neither. Anyway, let's move on. Basuma must be vexed he joined a fraud club. He wanted to join us, but we didn't want to pay the money for him. Huddle said Walcott wasn't coached in development years. He played like it, that's for sure. That is for sure. He was frustrating to watch, man. I still like Rashi. Is he a striker or a winger? There's another question. Big C, given our current squad and what's needed, if you could bring an ex-player back to play in our current team, who are you choosing? I mean, without thinking, and we don't need him, but naturally you're going to say Thierry, right? Because Thierry in the Prem nowadays would score hatfuls. We could probably do with Patrick Vieira in our current predicament. That's probably the player we would need the most is Vieira. But I'm greedy. I'm strong. Oh, Tottenham, great chance. Harry Kane. Oh, saved at the back post. He looked at, he was offside. The flag went up. I was thinking, why is he unmarked volleying it in? Listen, realistically, we could do with Patrick Vieira, but I'm greedy. I'm an attack merchant, and I would take Thierry Henry, even though we don't need him. Because it's Thierry, people. You know what I mean? I'll find a way. Fred, terrible touch. 2-0, game over. Bruno Fernandes bends it in the far corner. And Tottenham have got what they deserve, to be honest. They have been beaten here tonight. They've been horrible. Bruno Fernandes, ball falls to him, edge of the penalty area. Curls it into the far corner. Game, set, and match finito. Tottenham ain't winning this. They're done, mate. They've stunk out the place. They're getting what they deserve, to be honest. And they're done. The wig man's been wigged, people. It's a great finish. First time finish. Fred, his shot was absolutely horrendous. I mean, that's what Bruno can give you, you know. The ball's bouncing. He side foots it on the half volley. It's a fantastic finish. Really good finish. And listen, Ten Hag will have to take a lot of credit, because as much as I don't particularly rate this Man United team, they're going to be able to turn around somehow and say they've beaten Liverpool, they've beaten Arsenal, and they've beaten Tottenham. They hold smoke against Man City. But yeah, it's a big win for them. It's a big win. Great finish by Ratatouille. First time, bouncing ball. And 2-0. They did a VAR check. I'm not sure what for. I'm just trying to look what this will do to the table. What does it do for us? Does it particularly... I mean, it gives us a 4-point gap on Tottenham. That's a positive thing. They're still on the attack. Flicked away by De Gea, goes out for a corner to Tottenham. I'll be surprised if Tottenham score. They don't even look interested in trying to score. They've fully got what they deserve. They have stunk out the place tonight. Ten Hag should be able to take the wig home. When he goes up to him to shake his hand, he should just take the wig off his head and say, go on, you don't even deserve to go home with hair on your head after playing like that, mate. Spurs are a disgrace. No ambition, playing like they're West Brom under Gary Megson. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Spuds getting what they deserve. No ambition to try and win the game. Stunk out Old Trafford. There you go. Spurs getting what they deserve. No ambition to try and win the game. Stunk out Old Trafford all night. United deserve to win. They do. Listen, at least they've tried to make something happen, and it's come to them. Let's have a look what people are saying. Ten Hag masterclass, yeah, deserves credit. 2-0. Joel said, big up Curtis. Here are my top 5 Arsenal players: Henry, Vieira, Bergkamp, Adams, Alexis. I mean, no, I'd say mine would be a bit different. Because, I love attacking players. So I got to be honest, Tony Adams wouldn't be in my top 5. That's not to say he's not one of the best. But I love Ian Wright. I love Cesc Fabregas. Alexis, I loved him. There's so many to choose from. Thierry, Vieira, Bergkamp would definitely be in there. The other two we would have to have a convo about. Here's Anthony, Man United on the attack again. They're looking for the third here. Listen, if they're gonna beat Tottenham, you might as well batter them. If you're gonna win, I'd rather you beat them 3 or 4. Shot, straight to Lloris, he collects it. Big C, this can be a turning point for Spurs. Yep. I mean, look, a week or 2 ago, they was unbeaten. Oh, Spurs are unbeaten. Now they've come to the Emirates, got smoked, gone to Old Trafford, been totally outplayed. All of a sudden, you got to start asking question marks of them. Do they have the ability to win big games? I'm just looking. Do they have any more big games before the World Cup? Tottenham play Liverpool on the 6th of November. So they have got another big game before the World Cup. So, yeah, listen. Oh, United are on the attack again. It's blocked. If they're going to lose, I hope they lose this 3 or 4-0. I got to be honest. I wanted a draw. Draw would have been a better result. This is Conte out from here out. I think Spurs fans. Oh, it's Rashford. What a save that is from Hugo Lloris. I mean, Rashford's unlucky there. I think he should score again, though. But he's dangerous. That's what I like about him. Look at Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer's Harlem shaking there while he's cutting inside him. I thought he turned into an LA Blood. That's an unbelievable save. He's tried to hit the ball too hard there, Rashford. Just bend that in the far corner. He's knuckleballed it. Although he has stuck his arm out, it is a fantastic save. He shouldn't give him a chance to even get his hand on that. But that's an incredible save. Lloris has been their best player. Dallo. Is Dallo coming off? Dallo shouting out, puta! Romero is so overrated. That's an unbelievable save. Would you take Basuma or Onana from Everton? Onana's not bad. I'm not sure if he's that good on the ball. Does he keep possession well enough? I wouldn't want Basuma now. He's there leftovers, man. You made your bed. Hey, Pep Teta, man. Man loves pulling up that picture, you know. Big up. Hey, Shimos. Yo, I'm trying to keep it PG, but I hear you. Nando's peppered chicken, I'm telling you, extra hot and spicy, people. Nando's has been cooked. It's the history of the Tottenham. Joel Campbell, he had a good season. One good season at Arsenal he had after waiting all them years for him, and then he just went downhill. Imagine a free midfield, Cazorla, Fabregas, Vieira. Oh, jeez, what a midfield. Expressions is in tears. Don't worry, I'll be trolling him as soon as the full-time whistle goes. Anthony comes off for Man United. He's looked lively, as I think he's got a lot of potential. McTominay's come on, so that's their like Rob Holding substitution when they're just basically going to shut up shop. Big C, Rashford would have been better for Arsenal than 100k for Eddie. Trust me, man, I'm telling you. Way better. Although Rashford's probably on about 200k, to be honest. I know he's on a big contract. Conte at the wheel. You love to see it, man. They're getting what they deserve. They've had no ambition to win the game. Fogger said bring CR7. Surely you give... Oh, man, I just realised 15 minutes to go. He's not even on the pitch. Here's Luke Shaw, left-hand side. Ronnie won't be happy, man, not even getting 15. Yeah, it is a bit. It's turned into a bit of a whisper along still. Cruise in bed. I'm trying not to get too loud on the stream. Is it actually realistic to think that Conte would ditch Spurs for Juve mid-season? Big Tets would get a better tune out of Basuma. I think Conte would. He's ruthless. And his contract, I don't think his contract's that long either. There's a reason why his contract's not that long. I think he loves Juventus. If Juventus said, come back, we'll give you the big wage. Yeah, I think Conte would. I think he would go back to Juventus. He's ruthless, man. He don't care about Tottenham like that. Who would Spurs bring in to replace? I'm sure they'd go for Poch, wouldn't they? Their fans act like Poch did some incredible thing when he was there. Even though he never won a trophy, I'm sure they would go back for Poch. Sum up Conte ball in one word. Wig. The wig, the toupee. You know, that's how I would sum it up, people. It's shaky. You know, like when the wig's in the wind. Yeah, the wind is blowing his wig all over the place right now. What DM do you think we should sign in January? Dougie Luiz staying at Villa was a surprise. I would have taken him, but he's made his bed. Not really sure who can go for. We was talking about this earlier. Danilo, okay, haven't seen enough of him. Ruben Neves, I like, but he's more of a deep line playmaker than a DM in terms of like I'm going to tackle, break up possession. Caicedo at Brighton's not bad. The options are a bit limited. I like Milinkovic, but he's more attacking. Here's Son. He's done absolutely nothing in this game. He gets tackled quite easily. There is definitely a shortage of DMs at the moment in football. A lot of people saying Onana at Everton. I'm not fully convinced by him. So it's a tricky one. I can't lie. Yeah, man. The wig. Man said soft. Who are they bringing on now? Who's that? I don't know who that is. Skip? Bro, he ain't going to make no difference. Conte isn't leaving, says John. Listen, I think if Juve come knocking, I think you'll see a very different Antonio Conte, man. And Geese has done really well since he's gone over there. Interesting. He was at Fulham, 15 million. No one really wanted him. He's gone to Italy and done great. Mikel, as you've put in brackets. Thank you for the super chat. Whenever Spurs face a big team, they get found out. Bunch of frauds. They are SF Spurs PG settings. I hear what you're saying. Also, bless your soul. Your streams help a lot after a stressful day. Smash the like button. Really appreciate that, bro. Big up to everyone tuned in. 1,200 of you tuned in. You know, this ain't a Spurs or a Man United channel. So I realise that a lot of other channels you could have gone and watched it. So really appreciate you tuning in. Just hit the like button, people. Big up everyone watching on Twitch as well. 48 of you on Twitch. Curtis, be honest, are you better than Eddie? Yeah, I am. No, big up Eddie, man. Listen, my boots, I'm chilling now. I play YouTube football, man. Like, listen, he's playing in the Prem for Arsenal, so at the end of the day, the level would suggest otherwise. But in my mind, I think somewhere in my mind, I believe at my prime, I was better than him. But that's just my own belief. Jason said, Wilfried Zaha reportedly keen on a summer switch to Liverpool. Why not? You can't blame him. I'm sure he'd love to play for Klopp, play out wide. D-rate Luis Enrique. Did well at Barca. Didn't really do much anywhere else. So it's hard to tell if he was just fortunate that he had Messi, Suarez, Neymar up front, you know. Poor Edward. Nah, big up Edward, man. All the best to Eddie Murphy, man. We need him to score a few goals this season. Skip Venner score 3 goals. That's what they're hoping. Odeon to Big C. What's your thoughts on the title race at this point with the scores the way they are? Man United are in. Oh, my days. The keeper's been sat down. Bruno. Is he offside? Why is he not celebrating? He's offside. I was thinking, why is he not celebrating? He's half a yard offside. The way he just sat down Lloris and took it round him then as well. Jeez. But no, the goal was offside. Unlucky. United have dominated them. This is the thing. A lot of people say Bruno plays better when Ronaldo doesn't play. Oh, Sangare, that's a good point. A lot of people have been raving about him. We'll see him tomorrow. Basuma comes off. Lucas Moura, he's done nothing. Spurs making 3 changes. Probably just trying to save legs now for the weekend. Eric Dyer, a.k.a. Diabolical, comes off. Who's coming on for him? Sessignon, I think. Davinson Sanchez comes on. They're just trying to save legs now. They've been absolutely... This is one of the worst performances I've seen this season in any big game. You know, Man United got slapped by Man City. City were on fire that day. You shouldn't concede 6, but at least United scored 3, and it was at the Etihad. Spurs have been absolutely horrendous. But hey, that's their problem. Bisuma's ruined his career. How much would that Sangare cost, do you think? Surely wouldn't be too expensive from PSV. Gaitan said Fofana from Lens, check him out. Packed him on FIFA a few times. I haven't really seen much of him in the flesh. But I've heard he's a very good player. How much would that Sangare cost? People saying there about Big C, would you take Sangare? He was linked with him before. How much would he cost? Rashford's down, holding his back. Looks like he got a knee in his back. 8 minutes to go. No CR7. Part of the reason that you do a Manchester United stream, you want to see CR7 on the pitch at some stage. He must be fuming. I think Ronaldo's leaving in January, man. He won't put up with this kind of disrespect. 8 minutes. We're approaching 7 minutes. He's still not even on the pitch. Adam said, no more goals, please. Bet the under 2.5. I hope for your sake, no more goals. Sangare signed a contract recently. Just saw this Beverly Hills Cop 4 Axel Foley Netflix movie. I don't think it's Eddie Murphy, though. I think I've seen it before. Advertised. I don't think Eddie Murphy is the actor in it. So I ain't interested in Beverly Hills Cop if Eddie Murphy ain't, Axel Foley. 30 to 35 mil for Sangare. I mean, they should be interested in that. Some people saying more, though. 50 mil, 40 mil. So, yeah, it'd be interesting. We'll see him, obviously, closer tomorrow in the Arsenal game. Sangare and Gakpo, 2 players we could potentially go for. Sangare would cost more now. He extended his contract, and obviously Gakpo extended as well. Who said my name? Mr. Foley. Axel Foley. But yeah, Ronaldo's still not on the pitch, people. Is he going to leave him on the bench for the whole 90 minutes? Which is, it's a bit disrespectful, really. Joel said, big up Curtis. Ozil had a better goal assist in his last 2 seasons in less games than Havertz has for Chelsea in the EPL. Havertz, the biggest flop in Premier League history. That's a big, big shout. I wouldn't say he's the biggest ever. But I don't think he's produced what people expected. He's played false 9 a lot of time, though. I don't think that suits him. Abby said Rodrigo De Paul is a player I'd love to see in our midfield. Didn't he recently sign for Atletico last year, was it? We were linked with him before. Gakpo is a better version of Rashford. Let's see. We'll see a bit more tomorrow. Spurs on the attack. It's cleared. And they are making changes at the moment, United, but I can't see Ronaldo. Gakpo needs to come to the Emirates. He'll be at the Emirates tomorrow, my friend. Not because he's signing, though, because he's playing against us. Curtis, you should do a watch-along for expressions. Watch-along hilarious. Joint watch-along, yeah? Slap round the head for Lucas Moura from Varane. Throw into Spurs. Sessignon, bad touch. And Man United clear it. The game's gone flat now. I don't think much more is going to happen in this remaining 5 minutes. True Gunners TV, big up yourself, man. Appreciate the super chat. I feel bad for expressions. He must have been concussed when he came out of the womb. Definitely chose the wrong North London club. Spurs in the bin. You know, when I see him at AFTV, I always say, yo, X-Man, why did you choose them? And he's like, yeah, the family. I'm like, nah, man, you chose the wrong ones. Exeter top guy. He's actually a Spurs fan where you kind of wish he was an Arsenal fan because he's got vibes and that, and he would have been a good Arsenal fan. But I bet he's going crazy tonight. The football. What does he call it? Katie Hopkins football. That is definitely that tonight. I tell you that. Big up True Gunners TV. And in Kate, I mean, if this isn't the ultimate disrespect on Cristiano Ronaldo, double substitution, Alanga and Ericsson come on. Sancho comes off. Sancho off, Alanga on, and Ericsson coming on, and Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be a sub not used. Casemiro, who I think's had a very good game, comes off for Ericsson. Zizzy said, have you seen our April fixtures, Big C? Diabolical. We've got a tough, not January, tough April. Casemiro, I think, has been really good today, got to be honest. Does his job, handles his business, is composed on the ball, and I think he's a quality player. April, people saying, look at April. April, we have got Leeds, Liverpool, West Ham, Southampton, Man City, Chelsea. Yeah, tricky games. Everyone's got to play everyone twice, is what I always say, man. You can't hide from them. They can't hide from us. Let's just deal with them. If we've got a good enough squad and we get the new players in, we'll be all right. LT Gaming, Arsenal and City are levels above everyone else. I like the way you're putting Arsenal in that category with City as well. But I think we're definitely playing better football than both of these two as well, and Chelsea and Liverpool at the moment. Tottenham making 2 more changes. Jed Spence coming on. I didn't see who the other one was. What we got left? 3 minutes to go. 2.5 minutes to go. Ronaldo looks like he isn't even getting on the pitch, which he's going to be fuming. United, Luke Shaw, 25 yards out. Gets the ball out wide. Alanga. Fred tries to play a 1-2. Overhits it. Sessegnon clears it for a throw-in. Man said, when's El Nooney back? I don't know when he's back, to be honest. Got no idea. End the stream, Dave business. Ronaldo to Arsenal. Let's get it done. I'd take him. I would take him. I'm not even capping. I would take Ronaldo. I would take Ronnie. 18 months. Rotating with Jesus. Play him as a 2 sometimes. I'd take him. Perisic comes off for Jed Spence. And who's the other one? Bentancur. Comes off. Who was that? Skip? I don't know. Skip, I think. The infamous Jed Spence, who's played about 4 minutes of football since signing for Tottenham. Keith said, I'm thinking City had a tricky run of games. Must be glad Arsenal got called off. They're lucky they escaped us for now. We would have been playing them now. It would have been, can you imagine, even with Cruz in bed, mate, I'd be shouting the house down. I'd ring up school, say, yo, he's got to go in late tomorrow because there's no way I can do a quiet stream for that game. Expression's not in a good mood. Listen, man. It's weird, isn't it? Because I'm not going to lie. When you play Spurs at their ground, they are difficult to beat. They don't often get beat at home in the big games or away from home. They are horrendous. The football they've played tonight. I mean, if it weren't for Lloris, they'd have lost 4 or 5. No. Ronaldo's walked off. He's gone. He's done. Ronaldo walked off. Oh, no, he's gone. He's just walked. I can't believe it. Nah, he's fuming. He deserves better, man. You can't treat CR7 like this one. Ten Hag's got no respect. Ten Hag's a Messi fan. Ten Hag's a Messi fan. He don't want Ronaldo to break no more records. He's walking down the tunnel. The fans are putting their arms up to high-five him. He just walked straight past. The game ain't finished. That's poor. It's poor, I can't lie. It's poor from Ronnie. Man's walked. Game ain't even finished. And he said, "Nah, I'm getting out of here. I'm jumping in the Ferrari, the Lambo. I'm gone." Jeez, Ronnie, man, bring Ronnie to the carpet, man. We'll look after him. Bruno Fernandes, man of the match. I haven't seen that for a long time. Not a fan of Prima Donna CR7. Ten Hag's definitely a Messi fan. I'm telling you, man. I got a tweet. Ten Hag, definitely a Messi fan. Ronnie's fuming. Walked off early. Bring him to the carpet, man. You can be back up. You can play Europa League. We'll make sure you get plenty of football. Ronaldo is washed up and a baby. It's a sad way to see him go out, though. You're 2-0 up at home. Spurs are offering nothing. Surely you bring him on for 10, 15, 20 at the end. I think the manager's proving a point because I don't think Ten Hag wants Ronaldo, to be honest. I think Ten Hag wants a fresh team that can move forward. And I don't think he sees Ronaldo as it. X got end the stream Dave merch. Yeah, Matt, listen, he was the originator of it. When I ripped the shirt and said end the stream Dave, X was the one who said it. So yeah, man, big him up, man, get the merch out. But I definitely elevated it with that moment. So X, I want 5%. I want 5%. All right, 10% actually. Ronaldo started this mess. I mean, he thought it was the dream, didn't he? Go back to Man United, but yeah, it didn't work out for him. How long we got left, people? We're in the 92nd minute. 4 minutes added on. 2 minutes of this painful game till it ends. Tottenham have been absolutely horrendous. 2-0 to Manchester United. Deflected goal by Fred and a brilliant finish from Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes getting man of the match. Is he a better player when Ronaldo's not on the pitch? Big respect to Ten Hag, the way he treats Ronaldo. He don't care, does he, to be honest? He doesn't seem to care. Rashford is offside there. 90 seconds to go. I can't believe Ronaldo walked. It's absolutely brutal. Man said, bro, you ain't do it. He should have just slapped Ten Hag on his bald head as he went past and just gone, see you later. There, just slap him on his bald head, man. I'm sure you can pay him off as well if he tries to put a court case on you real quick. I feel like Zaha would do the same at Arsenal if he didn't play, if he didn't get his way. Ronaldo just walked off, bro, with the game going off, just walked down the tunnel, said, nah, man, you ain't treating me like that. I'm CR7, bro. I got my own celebration. Spurs on the attack. I don't think they'd score if they was here till next Monday, mate. They're not even interested. Harold has not turned up. Sonaldo, they call him. I don't think so. Even Jed Spence is on the pitch. That's when you know Spurs don't really care about the game because they never play Jed Spence. Although he's only come on for about 3 minutes. But here's Harold. Harold trying to do skills. I mean, what's he on FIFA? 2 3-star skill moves. There was no step over, nothing. Sandro tries to whack the ball out. I think he knew it was already out. Made the game watchable. Listen, people, I have to big up the community. You've carried me through this. This was, that first half was seriously tough. Yeah, I mean, that was hard work. That was hard work, man. Ronaldo's ex-admit. I'm going over there as soon as it finishes. He'll probably end his stream, though. Son, corner. Headed away. Please blow the full-time whistle. Full-time whistle goes. It's over. It's done. One of the most painful games I've ever had to watch. But Man United have won 2-0. Tottenham beaten. Tottenham, one of the worst performances of the season. They have stunk out Old Trafford. It's like putting fertiliser all over the pitch. The place is going to be stinking, but United deserved the win. They played on the front foot. Anthony was lively. Rashford was lively, should have scored. Bruno was superb, took his goal brilliantly, man of the match. And let me just show you the Premier League table, people, before we get out of here. I'm so glad it's finished. People saying X has ended the stream, literally gone already, so I can't even go and banter him. Premier League table looks like this. 11 points clear of Liverpool, 8 points clear of Man United, 7 clear of Chelsea, 4 clear of Tottenham, but we do have a game in hand, and 4 clear of Man City. If we can beat Southampton at the weekend again, other teams, Man United play Chelsea this weekend, so at least one of those 2 points is going to drop points. If we can win, get ourselves to 30 points, we'll be in a fantastic position. So great opportunity for Arsenal again this weekend. People, thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you lick that like button. 1,300 of you in the chat. 38 of you still on Twitch. Thank you very much for your support. First half was difficult. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. We'll do press conference reaction with Mikel Arteta ahead of the game against PSV. Thank you very much. See you all tomorrow. And end the stream, Dave. It's over for X. X is fuming, apparently. People saying he's ended the stream. See you all tomorrow, people. Bless.